encouragement would you give to Christians who feel ashamed or they're hesitant to seek help, hesitant to seek counseling, hesitant to talk to someone, hesitant to just get help?
That's a great question. I love this question. I would first say that shame is nothing or is not what God ever wanted us to carry, right? That's a flesh thing, right? So shame or guilt, we feel those ways when we've done wrong, right? When we've messed up, because we're like, God, I mess up with this thing, right? I know I shouldn't have done this. I shouldn't have gone back to this. And I'm sorry for that. And he wants us to apologize. Of course, he wants us to understand where we've gone wrong, but he doesn't want us to feel shame. He doesn't want us to feel disgusted with ourselves or feel that brokenness, right? And even if we do feel broken, again, he has a power to restore us. So I would 100% say for any person, whether you're a Christian or not, to seek help. And whether that is first talking to like a mentor or someone who you feel can help you, not just give you constructive criticism, but also can give you encouragement. I think if you're going to somebody who's constantly giving you criticism all the time, they are not the healthiest person or the most effective person to go to. Because at the end of the day, even if you're getting that like accountability or those reminders, at the end, you also want to feel encouraged that you can do better. You don't want to feel like, well, dang, I walked into this conversation and I'm leaving it the same way. So whether that's looking through different, sources online or, trying to look through even your insurance, when it comes to finding a therapist and if you're a Christian, I would definitely recommend a Christian therapist because again, it brings that different perspective and context that can be helpful, in the therapy session. Even myself, when I went to therapy after graduate school, I wanted a Christian therapist. And I was like, all right, I'm going to find one. Thankfully, I found one. She was great. I got my goals checked off. I was done. But I wanted that for myself. I wanted there to be this space where, I could go and talk to this person who can help give me that therapeutic advice. That's not to say like I didn't have my friends or my parents or my siblings to go to. But at the same time, I think just bringing that different perspective on what are the useful skills that I can use. And my therapist, thankfully, she was able to help me with that. So I definitely encourage it's necessary for yourself to get help. Jesus talks about, the Bible talks about, Proverbs talks about getting wisdom. And it's so important to use it, right? We're on this earth. There's so many different people who can be of service and help. But I think the first step is acknowledging that you do need help. And you don't have to do it alone. You don't have to figure it out on your own. And if you feel like you do, look at where you are right now, right? Like how much is that helping? Trying to figure it out on your own. And yeah, maybe you're alive, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you're truly being changed or truly feeling that transformation that happens, right? And understanding that just because you believe in God does not mean that you cannot go to therapy. Or if I go to therapy, that means that I don't have faith in God. No. I want to just clear that up right there. Okay.
Thank you for that.
Because I know that unfortunately, right, in some cultures, it's like, don't go to that person. Don't go to, the brain doctor. Don't go to them, the shrink, right? Because they're not going to help you. They're not going to do that change. Just go to God. Just go pray. I am never going to say, don't pray. I'm never going to say, don't fast, asking God for you to have a sound mind, to find peace again, to find joy, to find restoration. And he has allowed there to be this field called psychology, right? And mental health counseling where you can seek out people who could help you with useful skills, right? Techniques, really even just releasing what's been on your mind. There's been things that people have experienced that they've never shared with anybody in their life. They're just holding on to so much. And it's okay to share that with someone. And again, when you share with a therapist, they cannot share your information. If they do, their license will be revoked. And who wants to risk that,
Exactly.
So seeing that, okay, I can go to this person. Yes, they're a stranger, but there's going to be time where you can build that relationship, right? That rapport. And hopefully you're able to see, okay, these are the goals that I came in with, and I'm able to check them off. I'm able to say, okay, you know what? I'm actually feeling way more confident in myself. I'm way more focused. I have now accomplished, the ability to set boundaries with other people,
Yes.
right? And your therapist can help you with that. And that doesn't mean stop praying while you're going to your therapist. No, that means that you're, in addition to your prayer, in addition to you reading the word and continuing to be rooted and grounded in God's word, you're also seeking out this wisdom and this source that is there to help you. And you're worth that. There's a value in you, and especially to receive that. So yeah, that's what I would say.